Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly. And I'm delighted to be joined this morning by two very special gentlemen, men of the moment, because they are launching a fabulous new ship. It is, of course, Michael Ungerer, who is the Chief Executive of Explora Journeys, and a man you'll know very well, Antonio Paradiso, who is, of course, the Managing Director, UK and Ireland of MSC Cruises, but quite recently took on responsibility as the Managing Director in the UK for Explora as well. So, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Morning.
Excellent, Lucy. We are excellent.
Well,
excited. Excited.
I'm sure you're excited. So, you are joining us from onboard your beautiful new ship, which I hope we're going to have a little look at a little later on. But I want to talk about it first of all. There's been lots in the media about it coming and how luxurious it's going to be. So tell us how it is now that you're actually on board and you're seeing her for real. What do you love most about her, Michael?
Well, Lucy, it's an incredible, feeling to be finally on board here and actually starting our maiden journey today here in Copenhagen. The ship is spectacular. It really is everything that we thought it would be and more. It's very spacious, very grand. It's very European. It's design all throughout. You will recognize all your favorite Italian design brands here for sure. It's been curated by the owners. Every little detail, every little piece of decoration is hand selected throughout, also in the retail areas, in the shops, in the spa. So we're really delivering on this European luxury hospitality brand, and the way it was received so far by all the lucky travel advisors who have been able to travel with us on short notice. I think they're super excited and they love it. I mean, I leave that to Antonio. He can talk to that better than I can, but everyone I met, they're just excited.
Okay.
Lucy, basically, is that cool? Is that good? That I've seen some travel advisors getting emotional. I thought I'd never see the day, but I've seen travel advisors literally with tears in their eyes for joy. And
I'm sure it wasn't one of us.
No. Maybe because they were seeing me. I don't know. So they started crying. I know he's on board this ship as well. No, but I'm literally quoting all of our travel advisors. It's beyond any expectation they had. It's so good that many of them are already looking at booking the next journey on board of Explora.
Okay.
And
so, Antonio, when you say it's so good, I mean, Michael mentioned there the space. I mean, it carries 900 or so passengers, but obviously they've got an awful, the guest space ratio is huge. What would you say are the unique things? Because there are lots of lines in that ultra luxury market now. There's more hotel companies coming in to the luxury cruising space. So what is it that sets Explora really, what is it they're getting emotional about?
Well, sorry, Lucy, if I jump in, but first of all, we're not carrying any passengers, only guests.
Okay, fair enough.
Next-gen luxury traveler guests. Sorry, but I had
to. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm working on my glossary as well, vocabulary as well, because I'm switching from travel agents to travel advisors,
there you
from
go.
cabins to suites, butlers to hosts.
Yes.
So, long story short, Lucy, I think that Explora sits in a category of its own. It's like nothing I've seen before, and I've seen a few ships in my life. Yes, you mentioned other luxury cruise lines, but this is so different. The whole concept is different because it's not about formality on board of this ship. It's about reconnecting people with the ocean and making time, creating memories. So there's a very chilled ambience on board, and this is what I think our guests are loving the most, because it's a money come by experience. And we always say, what's the most luxurious things in life? I genuinely believe it's time. So they have the opportunity to spend some quality time on a ship that, believe me, will blow everyone away. Because my personal experience, of course, I'm mainstream as well. So the first impression, I was so impressed with the abundance of space. So even at full capacity, this ship will never feel congested or crowded.
Okay.
I've never seen so much space, public space, allocated to each guest. The staff, the service on board.
Well, you've got something like 700 crews, so it's almost one to one, isn't it? It's not
it's
far off.
1.2 to each guest, so
Okay.
it's probably the best ratio at sea right now. And as I said, it's just that vibe and the atmosphere on board, which is completely different. And this ship also has 4 amazing swimming pools, 3 of them outdoor, one of them with a retractable roof. And yes, today we're in Copenhagen, and as you can imagine, the weather is a bit rainy.
The roof stays closed.
The roof stays closed. But just picture this ship, you know, either in the Caribbean or in Saint-Tropez or in Capri, with that amazing infinity pool overlooking, you know, the sea, with this beautiful chill-out lounge, you know, with these amazing sunbeds. And that's the selling point, because I kept asking our guests on board, why are you so in love with this experience? And the answer is always the same. It's like nothing I've seen before. It's like going to super luxurious hotel on land, but it's at sea.
Well, let's pick up on that then. When you say you're speaking to your guests so far, and why do they love it? And they say it's like nothing else. Are they largely, you know, cruisers already? Have they switched from other lines to try you, or are they coming from luxury land-based options and thinking, okay, now we'll try Explora?
So it's mixed. It's a mixed guest. So we have people who have been on other cruise ships before, but again, they've been cruising. In this case, they will be enjoying a journey, which is different. It's a journey of your mind, of your soul, on board of a beautiful ship.
Your ocean state of mind. This is your
ocean state of mind.
Yeah.
Yes. Is the ultimate goal. But more importantly, I had new to cruise. So I've had people who have never set foot on a cruise ship. Sorry if I say cruise ship only for this in this particular instance.
For reference.
Only for reference. And they come from some of the most luxurious hotels, okay, on land. So I was very interested in their feedback, because the ultimate goal, if we're looking at the commercial strategy, whilst we will be investing a lot as usual with the trade community in the UK, because there will always be paramount when it comes, you know, to our growth. At the same time, I think Explora will be attracting a completely different audience, completely different clientele. And that's exactly where we're going to be focusing. So it's not about converting maybe some other cruises from other cruise lines. Here, the strategy is to attract new to cruise. Is the priority.
Brilliant. All right. Okay. So, now listen, can we just discuss though, let's get it out the way, the elephant in the room. The ship was slightly delayed, due to have launched, I think, on the 17th, and a couple of weeks late, but we ought to get it out of the way because, you know, we know there's been lots of delays over the last few years. That's a given. We were expecting that. But then there was this announcement that there was something to do with the safety. So just, can you clear that up for us, Michael? Can you just tell us where you are now? Clearly the ship's launched. So are you 100% sure now that
absolutely? More than 100%. This is probably the safest ship at sea because
it's been through so many more tests.
Well, we went through the last few days before the original delivery, and then the couple of weeks extra that you know, we had to take in order to rectify these issues. It was amazing. I mean, they worked day and night to do that. We got the authorities in, we got the certifications done, we got the flag state, we had Coast Guard here, a green light for them. So it's all good.
And can you explain what the issue? Can you explain what the issue was, Michael? Because I think, you know, it's a bit technical around.
Yeah, the issue really was that their certification had expired of that certain material, so we had to change that material. We had to double up in certain and in certain areas, and we had to test again.
Right.
So,
okay.
And all that was done literally in 2.5 weeks, which is absolutely amazing because we wanted to save this journey, obviously here now. On the first from Copenhagen, and you know, it was quite exciting. Let's put it that way.
I love that you're smiling and laughing about it now. I mean, Antonio and I were chatting on that weekend, and I felt really sorry for you, as I'm sure many people did, because you had all your you know, celebrations and your
Yes,
handover and
yes,
the
yes,
delivery
yes,
and all
yes.
that
And
was
I
changed. So,
apologize again for everybody who got affected, because, you know, it's unheard of doing that on such a short, rescheduling everything on such a short notice. But on the other hand, I really, really appreciate what Antonio for the UK and our other colleagues in the markets have done in order to, you know, drum up excitement again. And we've had hundreds of travel advisors already with us from in Barcelona, from Barcelona to Portsmouth, in Portsmouth, from Portsmouth to here now onwards. So obviously the excitement is there, the buzz is there. And it also gave us some time to put a lot more finishing touches on, which, you know, you always, I mean, you know, I mean, we're not just launching a new ship, right? We're launching a new brand, we're launching a new product, a new organization,
and a new series. You've got
everything,
so many more ships coming.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
oh, absolutely.
They're coming thick and fast. Haven't you got like another 5 in?
Yeah, we have
5 years or something?
3 firm orders and 2 more options, which we're finalizing now. I just wanted to say one point that, or add something to what Antonio went to your question about new to cruise in industry jargon. Also, half of our staff are new to cruise. They come from luxury hospitality. They come from luxury hotels. They're all hand selected. They we're trained. We are in partnership with EHL, École Hôtelière in Lausanne, which is the best hotel. It's just up the road from us anyway, so, you know, helps sitting in Geneva. And we've trained them, and they will you know, check on us and follow up and retrain and so forth. So and this has been so recognized by the travel advisors and guests who are on board, because they say, wow, these, you know, they're so warm, they exude that sense of hospitality, they're so attentive. So all of that, all these little bits, well, little big bits and pieces together with the culinary, which is something that once you yourself are able, and our viewers or listeners are able to be on board, I promise you will not have experienced that anywhere before at sea and on land, and some of it on land. So
you've got obviously you've got several restaurants on board, but you're saying they're all at that absolute top end.
Yes, the quality is outstanding. So this is the cool concept about Explora, because allow me to just say
sure,
one of the main differences is that our guests on board will not be assigned to a specific dining room, which is kind of the traditional way. Every night, every evening, they will have the opportunity to have dinner at a proper restaurant. And there's
a very good morning to all of our guests, and welcome to
there's a public announcement.
It's the public announcement. Don't worry, we quite like it when something silly happens.
So the amazing thing is that guests are not being allocated, you know, to the more traditional dining room that you find on many ships. So basically, each and every evening of their stay on board, they will have the opportunity to explore a different restaurant, a different culinary experience.
So is there no main dining room at all?
It doesn't. No. So that's
okay.
No.
Because most ships will have a main dining room, but then all these specialty options, but they've still got the main.
Right. We only have so-called, I mean, that's another industry term, right? So-called specialty options. That's all we have, right? There's no other option.
Yeah. So they're not specialty for you. They're just that's what you've got.
That's just it, right? So the idea was, I mean, if you think about yourself, you know, being in Saint-Tropez or in Ibiza, in Porto Cervo on holiday, you walk along the promenade, you go to this restaurant, next evening you try another one, you hear the waiters telling you about the bar with live entertainment, you try that one, you know, you mix and mingle. And that sort of vibe, that's also, you know, approachable and very European at the core. This is what we have, you know, brought onto a vessel.
And the great news for the guests is that 9 of those culinary experiences are already included in the price bundle. So so that's what I mean when I say Explora is slightly different in terms of experience.
Yes, and so are there some though that you would have to pay a supplement for?
There is one where we have an experience fee just because of the fact that it's a 3-star Michelin chef running that restaurant.
Yes,
Mauro Liassi, who last year was amongst the number 12 on the top 50 worldwide chefs, and he has his own sous chef here on board, making sure that the menu we serve is exactly the one that he serves in Senegalia, where he's located on the Adriatic. And they are open 6 months out of a year. And if you, first of all, you got to find Senegalia, you got to get there, and then and then you have 2 or 3 months waiting time. So therefore, we have an experience fee with a wine pairing every course. It's a 10-course menu.
Goodness me, wow! And would you have to book that in advance, Antonio? If you were an agent that was booking a customer and they really wanted that experience, would you have to book that at the time of booking?
You have both options. I'm of course expecting more and more guests to book in advance, because you definitely don't want to miss out on the Anthology, which is the name of the restaurant.
It's Anthology by Uliassi. When we hit New York, September 25th, it will be Anthology by, wait and see.
Oh, so you're changing the changing the chef in this restaurant.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. So that's going to happen.
The only cue I will give you, it's a lady. It's a female chef.
Hold on, that doesn't narrow it. Oh, it narrows it down, but it doesn't,
it narrows it
narrow it down that much. All right, well, you can let us know about that. I wanted to ask. Sorry, Antonio, go ahead.
No, it's an experience that it's more than just food. It literally fulfills all of your senses. So it's, I'm really picky on food, you know that. I'm really fussy about it. And to be literally blown away by the whole experience, it doesn't happen every day, believe me. I've been to a few restaurants. So I cannot recommend it enough to all of us.
But again, this is the theme of exploration, right? We're not expedition. And to us, exploration happens on different levels. It's really finding time for self and reconnecting with yourself, and meeting like-minded others in those restaurants, bars, lounges. We have 12 bars and lounges. We have 6 restaurants, plus some other food service venues, plus room service, the chef's kitchen, and so forth. And then the ship is still small enough to go into off the beaten path destinations. So this to us is exploration. So if you have a dish like we had the other day as a dessert, which looked like a burrata, but it was actually burrata with mascarpone sweet. It had also tomatoes. and
as a
strawberries.
This is a dessert.
So you're thinking, hey, why am I getting an appetizer now? And I don't want to try it. And then when you try it, it's the dessert, right? So this is exploration. This is that's us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Having said that, you just mentioned you can go into these more off the beaten track, destinations, because the ship is that much smaller. So just talk to us a little bit about the itineraries. I know she sails today, but where can you go on Explora if agents are watching this that will really blow their mind?
Well, right now we're heading to Northern Europe. We're heading up to Reykjavik via Orkney and Shetland Islands, and then back. So 7 days up, 7 days back. So you can combine with 2 overnights in Reykjavik, so you can really enjoy Iceland. Then we'll have a couple short ones from Copenhagen to Hamburg, Hamburg to Southampton. So 24th of August, mark your calendar, Lucy.
Yeah, the ship, and I'll invite you, Lucy, because it's another key milestone for Southampton as well. The first time that Explora is in.
Then around the UK, visiting Edinburgh, visiting the military tattoo, we got VIP tickets up to Reykjavik. Again, and then from Reykjavik to New York via Greenland. And in Greenland, we will have our brand ambassador, Mike Horn, on board, who will take guests on the ice. He's got his boat there, the Ungerer. He's on a 4-year world circumnavigation to the lost places. So he wants to take people on he will take our guests on the ice, showing them where he's been 20 years ago, taking a photo and saying, hey, this is what the ice looked like then. Now it looks like that. These are the reasons. So it's all about also education, conservation, and then, of course, restoration. So it's not just another shore excursion. It's a destination experience with a sustainable message.
Okay. All right. Antonio, let me ask you about then the sales side of things. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Bring it on.
I know you're sourcing passengers from all over the world, but can you give us a breakdown of the markets and where you're getting most passengers from, and also clearly where the UK sits within that?
So Antonio is now in charge, responsible for sourcing passengers and guests.
And guests. Did I say passengers again? Sorry.
So I think it comes as no surprise that the UK is in the top three for like US, UK are very mature markets when it comes, to luxury cruising. But here we're switching to luxury journeys. So it's but the enthusiasm is the same. My personal experience is that I've never seen so many travel advisors buying into this vision without even seeing the ship itself. So I always said to myself, if this is what we're seeing without having a ship, what's going to happen next? Once we start sailing and people, because I'm 100% relying on the reviews and the word of mouth, because that will get the job done for us. So it's like the love will start spreading, across the country. And so the booking pattern has been really encouraging, but now I'm expecting to move on to the next level.
Yeah. And so far it's been good, because
it's been good.
Such a lot of excitement and talk about it. Now people have seen it. I mean, I've seen travel agents that have been on board with you this weekend, and I've been watching their social media feeds. Just that alone. I mean, the pictures they've been doing video and pictures. It's all over Facebook, and so it only takes that to kind of snowball, doesn't it? And people will,
snowball is the right word, because as I said, it's just getting the enthusiasm, the love is just getting bigger and bigger. And please allow me to say that, of course, I will maximize the opportunity. So Explora will be selling in Northern Europe for another couple of months. So I've got 2 months to fully maximize the opportunity I was given. So guess what's going to happen, Lucy? I will try and host. Exactly. And the advantage I have here is that this ship is like, it's a journey from one country to another. So we will be hosting travel advisors on completely different journeys. So somebody will board in Iceland, some others will be boarding in Norway, some others in Denmark. And we also, the UK sales team is doing an amazing job. So we already have so many travel advisors registered to come on board in the next 2 months. So we're being pretty ambitious about it, because the way I see it, Lucy, you could do all the trainings in the world. I could, bore you to death with a PPT and telling you this and that. Okay. But there's no such thing like seeing the ship or experiencing the ship firsthand. Yes, because I think you need that emotional piece that you will never get from a PPT or a training, a webinar on Teams.
So how many agents do you think you can get on between? I know you say it's easier when she's in Northern Europe, obviously. So in that period, how many agents will you try and advise?
I'm trying to be very ambitious. So I'm foreseeing anything between 600 and 800. I'm really going to push I was about to say the boat out. Really going to push the ship out, because as I said, Michael already mentioned, this ship will be then going to Greenland and then to New York. So, and I need, of course, all that love today, now. So we will try and host as many pioneers, as many travel advisors as possible, because as I said, there's so many travel advisors spontaneously approaching us, asking, okay, when is my chance, to enjoy Explora? So I can tell you the exact number in 2 months' time. Let's see how many I can get on board, but I'm being pretty ambitious and bold about it, because I will never get this chance again. So
no, exactly. And Antonio, obviously, lots of travel advisors already in the UK with your MSc hat on. How many of the agents that you're talking to now about Explora are brand new to you, like not the core agents that you currently speak to with your mainstream hat on? I mean, are you actually finding you're talking to totally new advisors, new concierge agents, group agents, different types of advisors?
So I would say, and this is what I've seen in 6 weeks now or 7 weeks, so about 25 are new to me as mainstream. So 25% of them are new. But what is interesting, since the announcements, we have seen some of the big key accounts, who have historically always supported MSC, suddenly overnight, being so interested in selling Explora. So it's the perfect combination, if I'm honest with you. So I believe there should be more than one route to market, more than one way to sell this proposition. And the fact that we have such a variety in terms of travel advisors can only, make me feel richer, because I've seen so many different strategies and heard so many different ways of proposing this experience to the guest, that I can only become richer. I can also learn as well at the same time.
And what are they?
You never stop learning.
When you say the different ways they're proposing it, then are they selling it as a sort of special occasion type experience, or the exploration side that Michael talked about? Like what when you advise agents that they've all got a customer who could be an Explora Journeys customer, what are you telling them to look for?
First of all, you may agree with me, it's been quite a while since we've launched a new luxury cruise line in the industry. It's been quite a few years. So the excitement, because Explora is brand new. So within the luxury cruise industry, there hasn't really been a lot of changes or many new innovations lately. So Explora is the new baby in town. So first of all, I invite guests and travel advisors, of course, to get to support Explora. Why? Because Explora is innovative. Explora is a completely different concept. So it's like nothing you've seen before. Explora offers us some journeys which I genuinely believe are unique, are so interesting, and I can say that's coming also from mainstream. So it's so refreshing to see off the beaten path destinations that I've never seen before or never heard before. But more importantly, as I said, is and I like to stress this because this is one of the key differentiations with other brands. This is not a formal environment. The priority here,
that's what you want to get across.
We really want people to chill. So it's not that luxury, in your face luxury. It's done in a very subtle, elegant, and classy way. So the guests can fully embrace that sense of freedom.
And Michael, let's just give you the final word, because obviously you're probably breathing a sigh of relief that this first ship is out, but you can't stand still, can you? Because you've got so many more coming. Will they all just be a carbon copy, or do you intend to slightly change them as they come out? Are they got slightly different designs I know the actual structure will be the same, but will they be different in terms of some of the software, or can you tell us anything about the future?
Well, yesterday in a year, we'll launch Explora II. She's being built as we speak. So she will be obviously quite similar to this one, with a few different interior designs, but the general layout and the offering are very similar. So, and then we have, there's lots of lessons learned, obviously, and lots of things that we're still finding out. I mean, today will be the first fully operational day. So for Explora 3 and 4, which will be joining us in 26 and 27, we extended the ships by 19 meters in order to accommodate LNG tanks. However, in that section there will be more offerings, yes, in terms of restaurant and areas or guest areas. However, we could have also put another 44 suites on, as the yard suggested. I said, why, we don't want 44 more suites. We want maybe a dozen, because we want a second owner suite, and all the other 10, 12, they need to be larger. So to me, product development is really about optimizing and not about maximizing. It's easy to maximize, but optimizing is, because we've seen from early booking patterns, the owner suite is sold out first, and then the residences, and then the penthouses, and then all the other suites. So there are some early learnings already that we will implement, and then for ships 5 and 6, we will add liquid hydrogen tanks and a fuel cell, which is also going to be an industry first at scale, because that will enable us then to stay a day in port fully without any emissions at all, and not depend on shore power, because the shore power all ships can take shore power, however, it's not available in most places around the world.
Of course.
So that's a journey in terms of our, longevity, long-term plan, and sustainability that is really at the core of what Explora Journeys and the entire MSC group is. So, Yes, we got some big plans. Whether it's going to stop at 6, I can't tell you today, but I'm pretty certain.
Come on, this is MSC. MSC, you're not going to.
Give me some time to.
I'm pretty certain it won't, but you know,
I'm pretty certain it won't either. Knowing MSC, this is a big. This is
the addressable market, and they're new to cruise, and we sized it at 28 million people, potential guests around the world who have never been on a ship before, and who have the means and who are looking for this similar attributes and looking for those sort of benefits. You know, very, very, very super excited about that.
So you think
the advisors should be too.
Yeah, and you think the market is what you're saying is you think the market is strong because actually you're launching as we come out of a difficult period, but in many ways the timing is perhaps perfect because you're seeing things on the up again.
Of course, the luxury space, the luxury industry overall has been quite resilient. And so we are very fortunate. We're also very fortunate to be part of a family company and with more than one leg to stand on and not publicly listed one. So when we develop something and we order ships, this is really for the long term. This is a long-term view, is a generational view. And that's why you know, we're very, very optimistic about the future with this type of product.
And what did Mr. Vargo think of the ship?
Oh, he's loving it.
He couldn't. I mean, he stayed longer than he really
was
wanted.
He only supposed to stay a bit, and then you couldn't
because he
was
not
get him off
super
either,
excited. And he's been back a couple of times already because he's
even joined us in Portsmouth.
He was in Portsmouth as well. Yes.
So he said, "I'm not going to miss the first call in the UK." Exactly. So he was there on board as well.
Great. All right. Well, listen, it's very exciting time. We're so thrilled that you know it's finally here. I can't wait to see her. Do you want to just turn your camera around because I think you're in the chef's table, aren't you? Are you in this?
Yes.
Are you able to do that and just give us a quick look at where you are? Not that I don't like your lovely faces, but
I'm going to speak by before we start moving the camera.
And we can go to show you the chef's kitchen.
There we go. Look at that with those windows.
Yeah. And I'll show you my favorite spot quickly. It's right on the other side.
The bar quickly.
Oh. Follow me.
Okay, we're coming.
This is the chef's kitchen. You can see every sign has an element of the mandala.
Lovely.
Lucy likes these sneak previews. You know?
Here we are. We are entering the area. It's locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Our humidor. No, it's locked because of the humidor. And
look at these marble floors. Is that marble floor? I can see.
Yes, it's all marble.
Ah,
Look at the attention to detail here. You know.
beautiful artwork.
And then we have.
And here, this is my favorite spot.
You look quite at home there, Michael.
Yeah. And if you see the interior here, this is it.
There's a bit of England here.
Yeah.
This is the malt whiskey bar, yeah?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, it looks. I think what is it called that? Is it called the Ungerer room?
The malt whiskey.
The malt, not the Ungerer yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Maybe it needs renaming on Explora II, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, gentlemen. I'm really grateful. We wish you all the best. I hope she has a wonderful maiden voyage. Please send us some photos as she departs Copenhagen. We will look forward to seeing you maybe in Southampton.
Very soon, yes. Thank you.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Lucy.